Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I was messing around with the camera source code, and you can probably see the hand is a little bit more floppy. When you hold items, a little bit more floppy. But one big thing I was testing was the view bobbing, and I noticed that, I don't even know how to explain this, it like pivoted left and right to the bottom of the screen, which was really weird, but now I changed it to do this. And so you can see when I stop moving, sometimes it will recenter very slowly, like that. No, let's see if we can get it. There we go, see, it went back slowly. That's because now the camera loop is using another check. It's checking if you are moving, literally, I can't explain it any further than that, and you're touching the ground. And what that means is, when you start moving, the view bobbing will fade in, and then it fades out. And I did this to give it a little bit of a sense of inertia, and also to fix a bug. This is gonna like annoy a lot of people, but if you look very closely, the view bobbing will get stuck at certain parts. And I don't know why that happens. It happens in the regular client, but this is kind of my way of fixing it. So if you stop moving, it will recenter it, and then it continues the bobbing animation when you start moving again. So let's see, I upped the speed of the hand a little bit, so it's kind of like, it's a little bit better. Ooh. And now, if we get a tool, let's see, how about we get a golden shovel. So it kind of works a little bit better. Especially if you have something like this, or if you're mining with a diamond pickaxe. I mean, I had it cranked up. It was originally at 3.5 for the downtime multiplier, which is what your client uses between frames to essentially emulate localized server steps, so it translates equally between doing server mods and client mods, essentially. So you could also inversely say to that, the server is using a virtual FPS counter, kinda. But I had this cranked up to 6, and it was like really fast. It actually kind of looked pretty cool, but I don't think people would like that. Honestly, it'd be really cool if you could set this like manually per tool and have a default. And I kind of wanted to change the digging animation based on what kind of thing you have in your hand. Like that looks kind of weird when you place a node down. Like it's like all of a sudden the node becomes really small compared to the environment that's rendering underneath it. But if I can import that somehow, and I'm still learning how to use C++, if I can import that somehow, then, whoops, I could have it so there's different digging animations based on what kind of tool or item you're holding. Oh no. And so that would be pretty cool. I'm gonna have to like study the code more because it's been like 6, 7 years since I did C++. But it was weird. I could actually read everything a lot better now. So let's just destroy the snowman. Get wrecked, snowman. Oh no. So, the camera, the main camera loop, which renders the offset, will check if you're in third person or first person. So this only happens in first person, which is kind of cool, because there's no actual bobbing of the player when they're just walking like this, and that's purely so that it's more uniform and it looks a little bit nicer. So I think that's all I got for you right now, guys. I'll probably upload another video in a couple minutes, and you can see that it works pretty well. Oh yeah, there is one problem with this, and that is if you look down, the actual bobbing doesn't take in the yaw into account. So as you look down, it starts to look like you're taking steps, which is kind of weird. What I wanted to do on top of the other thing I said was import the camera unit vector as yaw essentially, and take the x of it into account so that the base, which is, I think it's 90 degrees, or math.pi divided by 2, or math.pi as it's called in the C++ code, and then vector or absolute that or something, and subtract that from the actual like vector of the x direction, and then essentially fade the view bobbing based on how far up you're looking or how far down you're looking. So hopefully that makes a bit of sense, just to stop this from happening. And there's another snowman. Oh my god. Well, anyways, guys, that's it for now. I'll catch you in the next video, and peace out.